afraid to go. No, actually, I'm going to put this on my YouTube channel. Maybe my grandson will see it and want to join. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, young Marines, it's an honor for me to speak to you today. And I promise I'll keep my remarks brief. I know you don't want to spend a lot of time listening to some old guy. I'm reminded this morning of a line from an old movie some of you may or may not have seen called Renaissance Man, starring Danny DeVito. Toward the end, Danny DeVito, who's the main character, said, quote, "The choices we make dictate the life we live," unquote. By becoming a young Marine, you have chosen to associate yourself with an organization that has a long and proud tradition. In the hearts and minds of the American people, the simple words United States Marines have an importance of mystical, some might say mythical dimension. While they appreciate the other services, when there is trouble anywhere in the world, what comes to everyone's mind is, where are the Marines? The success of the Marines is no accident. We are a force like none other in the world. As you know, the Marine Corps is a part of the Department of the Navy. It is a very small part of the Department of Defense. And as a result, we receive an extremely small part of the defense budget to do all the things that our country calls upon us to do. Throughout my career of 29 and a half years, we had a saying. We used to say, we've done so much for so long with so little that now we can do the impossible with nothing. But what is it that makes us so unique? I believe it's 3 words: duty, honor, and pride. Let's begin with pride. It takes a special type of individual to become a Marine. Now, should you decide to continue your association with the young Marines and then join the Marines when you're old enough to do so, no matter how long you live, the proudest moment you will ever have is the day you earn the right to be called a Marine and to wear the Eagle, Globe, and Anchor. Take my word for it. There will never be another day in your life quite like that day. Next, there's duty. A sense of duty to your family, your country, your Corps, and especially to your buddies. Many who have studied such things have determined that most acts of courage in combat come not from a real sense of doing something heroic. No, they are the result of not wanting to let down the other guys in your squad. Finally, there's honor. A sense of honor comes from deep inside you. It resides in the basic character of the individual. A few years ago, former Congressman J.C. Watts of Oklahoma came up with the best description of character that I've ever heard. He said, quote, "Character is the person you are when no one else is looking," unquote. Now, I keep bringing up these old sayings because I'm an old guy. But there's an old saying that's been around at least since World War I. It's been said that the Marine Corps builds men. Today that saying has been modified. Now the Marine Corps builds men and women. But I think it would be more accurate to say that the Marine Corps builds character. Character is what's deep down inside you that makes you tell the truth when no one would ever know you lie. It's what makes you get up and get dressed and go to school every day and to drill on drill weekends when you'd rather be hanging out with your friends. In short, it's that thing inside you that first causes you to recognize what your duty is, and then inspires you to do that duty. But now that I think about it, I think it's more appropriate to say that the Marine Corps molds character. Child psychologists tell us that a person's basic character is fully formed by age 7. Those of you here today have already shown good character just by joining the Young Marines. It came from your parents. They are the reason you're here today. Their love and caring are what built the character you've shown thus far, and which the Marine Corps can mold when the time comes. Becoming a Marine is not easy. Being a good Marine is even harder. You not only have to get through boot camp, more importantly, you have 238 years of tradition to live up to once you win the right to wear that emblem. Over 100 years ago, President Teddy Roosevelt wrote something that describes the type of person that each of you is on the way to becoming by your decision to be a young Marine. He said, "It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs and comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows the great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who know neither victory nor defeat." By becoming young Marines, you have taken the first steps in taking your place beside such legendary Marines as Presley O'Bannon, Smedley Butler, Dan David, Chesty Puller, and Lou Wilson. I hope you will continue to show the dedication that has brought you here today, and I salute you. Thank you.